This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 25, and it reads, "And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth the distress of nations with perplexity, and the seas and waves roaring." Second Esdras, which is in the Apocrypha, 15, verse 16. "For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar Kadash. Double honors to the elders who preach His word truthfully and sincerely, and shalom to the Akim scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And until next time, Salakia. And I say shalom to Akim out there, Salakia for that. And this is a news article as of January 24th, 2023 from RT.com. And it says, "Another alleged coup plot foiled in Germany." It says 5 suspects from the right-wing circles were charged with preparing to overthrow the government and abduct a minister. And it says Germany security services have charged 5 suspects with treason over a proper plot to overthrow the government. The group, whose members are now all in custody, allegedly planned to cause a civil war-like situation and abduct a government minister. It says in early December, the German authorities also claimed to have throttled a separate coup attempt by the right-wing you-know-what. On Monday, the German federal prosecutor's officials released a statement saying charges were brought on January 16th against 5 individuals as Steve 7B, Michael H., Thomas K., Thomas O., and Elizabeth R. They are suspected of having established or participating in you-know-what organization. In addition, the suspects were charged with preparing an act on high treason against the German federal government. The authorities claim groups were set up no later than mid-January last year, aiming to trigger a civil war-like conditions in the country. The suspects suppose the goal was to top the German government and the preliminary democracy. And it says all of the members are believed to be followers of the so-called Reichenberger, or citizens of the Reich movement, which claims the Constitution and government of Germany have no illegal basis. The conspiracy theories proponents insist the 1871 Constitution is the only valid one. According to the federal prosecutors officials, the suspects has planned to create an authoritarian government system to replace the current one. And it says the group is said to have been divided into 2 branches, military and administrative. According to their alleged plans cited by the authorities, and plotters would have targeted Germany power grid in the hopes of plunging the countries in a blackout. Moreover, the suspects has promptly planned to abduct health minister Carl Wolfsbark, if I pronounce his name right, who was charged of the government's you-know-what 19 measures and the V word effects of unpopular with unright wingers. Officials believe the suspects has ties to recruiters supporting of Telegram and also sought to procure several tons of explosives and from the former Yugoslavia. It says one of the ring members were apprehended after he had ordered and received two rifles, four what, as well as ammunition. The authorities revealed the arrest took place in April 2022, with another three suspected detained around the same time. The last remaining alleged members were arrested in October. All have been pretrial detained ever since. Health Minister Lauterbach, if I pronounced the name right, whom plotters have apparently plans to kidnap and have posed a tweet thanking the security services. It says, this is not the first alleged plots for the first kind uncovered by German authorities in recent months. In early December, police conducted dozens of searches and arrested in connection with the suspected preparation by citizens of the REICH back then security services to claim that the suspects had been planning to cause a power outage, storm the Bush's Bundestags, and possibly, some of the top officials. Yep, same similarities in the United States. One United States, I believe they was an organization of the alt-right, tried to kidnap a governor of Arizona, I believe, or Wisconsin, something like that, and they got captured. And then with the similar of January 6th of 2021, of those people that was associated with that, they got arrested. And then so you've been seeing an increase of these organizations on the right hand side try to overthrow the the ones that's in leadership. They try to overthrow that. Next thing you know, they get caught doing that, and these increasing of anti-coups to overthrow the what. Just recently happened over there in South America, Brazil, and that incident happened over there in Colombia, while they tried to attempt to use some devices of the vice president of Colombia. So you're starting to see, and then with the recent one of I believe he's an ex-GOP member over there in Albuquerque, New Mexico. You've been seeing that as well too. So you've been definitely seeing this increasing sedition among men, as I just brought it out in 2nd Ezra 15 to verse 16. Of these organizations that have protests to overthrow the people that's in power. They try to overthrow them because they don't believe of their belief system, the ones that are in power. They try to overthrow it, use anti-coup tactics, and that's what we've been seeing. That's sedition among men's spirit of these nations trying to overthrow the people that's in power. And I'm gonna bring it out again. 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 16. For there should be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, the ones that's in leader, and then they try to do an attempt of a coup, of an attempt to overthrow the ones that's currently in power, or recently that was about to be currently in power. Your leaders that sign these laws into the country, that's representing their country, and the citizens of the country, they highly oppose what's the current leader that's in their country, and they supporters of their old president or their old person that was in leadership, and they oppose the new leader. So you got the left hand people versus the right hand people in the political aspect, you know. So we definitely seeing that sedition among men spirit amongst these nations and these different countries, just like the recent protests over there in Peru. You know, the former president, I believe his name Castillo, he's currently locked up for corruption, and you know the people of Peru, they don't like the new president that's in office. You know they kind of think as her is corrupt as well too. So you're definitely seeing that sedition among men spirit. You're definitely seeing as in Second Ezra, I believe 9:3, there shall be seen earthquakes in diverse places and upworlds in the people in the world, upworlds and uprisings in the people in the world with these protests and stuff like that.
Glasses on. Don't go into that.
So yeah, Salakia about that was talked to my brother. So yeah, I'm gonna bring it out again. Second Ezra 15 and verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions to stand in their power, right? The ones that doing these protests or these attempt coups to overthrow their leaders that's in power, and they should stand in their power, and that's what's going on, you know, with this recent thing of in a coup that was about supposedly that was about to happen, but it folded over there in Germany. And then what happened, like I mentioned again, over there in South America. And then you had over there in Albuquerque, an ex-GOP member try to take out his rival. So that's why we're having that sedition among man spirit. People on the left-hand side and on the right-hand side, you know.
I got the little piece that you want.
Oh, okay. Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, you got 7 of them.
$12.
Oh, ain't bad, sure. Well, it's in deep freezer.
She said she needs some more bags to get the food.
Right. So, what's in the refrigerator? Deep freezer? I mean, refrigerator, freezer?
It's in the bag.
Oh, okay.
In the refrigerator.
Oh, refrigerator bag. Salakia for that once again. So, yeah, that's what we are seeing. You know, that sedition among men. You know, they not regarding their kings nor their princes, the ones that's currently in rulership. And the citizens, they are in the uproar and doing these protests and try to overthrow the ones that's in power. And that's what we are seeing, you know. Just, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sit back. Him with the glasses on again. Hopefully your glasses don't work. Alright. So yeah, as you seen right here of this attempt of a coup, an alleged coup plot was foiled in Germany, as 5 suspects of the you-know-what on the right-hand side circle was arrested as they tried to overthrow the powers that's in rulership, you know. So yeah, we're gonna continue to see this sedition among man spirit, and you know, people are uprising, these protesters try to overthrow the people that's in power, of the citizens of these countries that they doesn't like. They try to do in their power to best to take measures into their own hands, you know, to overthrow using anti-coups and uprises and protests, and that's what we've been seeing, you know, and it's going to continue to increase. So with that, hopefully this sit down lesson was edifying. This recent news article as of January 24th, 2023, as it says right here, another alleged coup plot foiled in Germany. So you're gonna have that sedition among men's spirit. They should not regard their kings nor their princes, the ones that's in rulership, and the ones that, the ones that's in, they're in control of their country, and the citizens oppose the laws and regulations and political views that they oppose. Are the ones that's in leadership. They use protests against them, and that's what been increasing. And I would like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders for preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And until next time, I will say shalom.